Welcome to the W. Welcome to the W. Welcome to the W. Welcome to the WNBA.
What it do, peeps? It's the B Show for Watch the Damn Tape. Hit that like, that share, that subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notified when I drop my next video. New subscribers, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the show. Old subscribers, thank you for helping me make this platform, build this thing into what it is today. Appreciate you. We grinding, getting closer to that 500 mark. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the suggestions and everything that you give me as well. Dallas Wings went to Minnesota. This was homecoming for Paige Bueckers. Family was there. Azzy Fudd was there. She was damn near a celebrity in the crowd. People taking pictures, getting autographs. It was crazy. Lynx get the win 85-81. This was a lot better. Dallas hung with them a lot better than they did when they played here in Arlington a couple days ago. But this team cannot shoot. They cannot shoot, and they are poorly coached. They are that Chris Colliers, or whatever his name is. He's just there. He's just a body. And that's the reason why this team is dysfunctional and has been for the last couple years. The referees in this game, they were awful in certain stretches, especially in the beginning. Just stop and play just because they didn't know what to do. Dallas was at one point, they led 15-5 in the first quarter. Were hot. Minnesota was 1-12. Dallas was 6-7. Second quarter came around. Minnesota got back in it. They were shooting 57% from the field. Dallas was shooting 37% from the field in the second quarter. It was crazy. At half, it was 47-40. Man, the shooting percentages. Arike ended up. She was the high scorer for Dallas. And really, man, to be honest, it wasn't even a big deal. She was 8 of 20 for 21 points. Had 5 assists. Misha Hines-Allen, 26 minutes, 4 of 6, 11 points. Alyssa Smith was 4 of 8, had 8 points. Dejanay was 3 of 8, had 11 points. Paige Bueckers was awful. 3 of 11, 12 points. Had 10 rebounds. And it was weird. After this game, I started seeing all these stats about Paige Bueckers was the next person, the first rookie to get a triple-double. And all they were doing was adding up the points from the first game and the second game and making it look like a triple. It was the craziest thing that these sites are going out of their way to try to boost Paige. They only have one star in this league, like a superstar. That's much CTV, and that is Caitlin Clark. And they are trying their damnedest. She's played 2 games, and Kiki Irfan and Sonia Citrone have well outplayed her. And won games. And every broadcast I've seen since has mentioned, oh, it's a 3-man race now. Paige Bueckers is in there, and the 2 rookies from Washington. And I'm like, no, she ain't even close. She's not even close. They're not even in the same stratosphere. Paige Bueckers is shooting. She shot 40% this game. Arike shot 38%. This team can't shoot. No bagels for the Wings, thank goodness. Maddie Segrist, 19 minutes, had 7 points off the bench. Tierra McGowan had 3. Tasha Harris, 6 points. And Kayla Charles had 2 points. This team, they'd be better off just starting Isaiah James and getting Isaiah James in the game and getting some and try to get a spark. 40% from the field, 36% from 3, and 78% from the free throw line. Minnesota, they're so efficient, and almost every starter can hit a 3. Carly Samuelson played 18 minutes. 2 of 4 had 9 points. Bridget Carlton, 4 of 10, 9 points. Alana Smith back again for, I think it's her second game, and they got her on a pitch count or a minute count. She was 5 of 9, 13 points. Hit 3 threes, big threes too. Napheesa was Napheesa doing Napheesa thing, playing 37 minutes, 8 of 13, 28 points, 8 rebounds, a block and 2 steals. And the little dynamo, Courtney Williams, 5 of 13, had 13 points. Jessica Shepard and Dejanay Carrington in the third quarter. Third quarter started off, they were 1 of 6 shooting. Bunch of sloppy play. And I noticed one thing about Arike, she constantly whines when she drives to the hole and doesn't get a foul call and doesn't get back on defense. And that's where it really just opened up. It opened up because they scored 22. Dallas scored 22. Minnesota scored 23. And you were thinking something. And then, man, it was just one thing after another. Jessica Shepard gets a rebound, goes up for a shot, and Dejanay Carrington comes over her back to block the ball and comes down. She fouls her. But in the process of fouling her, she curved them nails, once again, them raptor claws. As Jason Whitlock says, them raptor claws, and bow, hits her right in the face, and she gets up like, hey. And the next thing you know, she took some meat out, because, man, she's sitting there bleeding right from the middle of her nose. Had a Band-Aid on the rest of her nose for the rest of the game. Paige made her second shot with 10 seconds left in the third quarter. That's how bad they were playing. Second shot made in the third, and it ended up being 70-62. They were down by 6. They started making a comeback. They were down by 6 with 4:50 left in the game, and it was 76-73 at the 3:15 mark. And Arike had hit a big 3 because she just kept firing threes, and they took her out the game for a while. She came back in her fourth. And when they started making their comeback, she fired up 3 rapid fire threes. Doom, doom, doom. And when she finally hit one, and it was 73-76. Arike and Paige Beckers in the final minutes of an NBA game or WNBA game. The 2 most important players on that team, the 2 best players on that team, only touched the ball once. Only touched the ball once. Dejanay Carrington was firing up threes in the last few minutes, and everybody else was getting the ball except for your 2 best offensive weapons. This coach, this malpractice coach, people in Dallas are going nuts over this guy. They hate this guy. They hate this guy. They don't have anybody on their bench like Napheesa Collier. Napheesa Collier played 27 minutes and had 10 points. Dallas has nobody. Nobody that can, not even close. And he is yet to shake the lineup up. At least other coaches are starting to put in other players. I mean, you got the Mystics that are playing rookies. You got to get something more than Nelissa Smith. I'm sorry. And I'm thinking, I don't know if it's because they're playing the Lynx and it's her former team, but Hines Allen needs a lot more touches. I mean, she's a freight train when she goes to the hole, and she takes it to the rack, so she's going to draw contact. She's going to get to the free throw line. She was 3 of 3 from the line, but for some reason, this guy's offense, whenever she gets going, she goes right to the bench. But Dejanay and Alyssa Smith, When Kurt Miller said that he wanted Dejanay Carrington and he just got Melissa Smith because they were a couple, that was terrible. Excuse me. That was terrible. This culture on this Wings team isn't conducive to winning. And man, I had them ranked a little too high. I was hoping that Paige and Arike alone, that Paige would pick up quick and that they could get it together, especially with having Dejanay on the defensive side. But the coach is awful. It's like a rec ball team. And at times, Paige Becker still looks scared. One thing I've noticed, Paige Beckers does not get picked up 94 feet like Caitlin Clark did her rookie year. There's not that bitterness and that intensity towards her like it was towards Caitlin. She can operate and bring the ball down court and set up the offense, and it's no worries. They're not threatened by Paige. Paige doesn't threaten them basketball wise, and she doesn't threaten them attention wise. And I think that's the biggest thing. Even though Paige Beckers has a name, there's not the swell of fans coming in to see Paige like they've seen Caitlin. So Paige Beckers got a couple things going for her. UConn, Caitlin Clark's in the league, and she kind of leans towards what these women want, and she's been doing it since she was in college, and they're giving her a pass. It's clear as day. You can see it. But this team, this Dallas team is garbage. 18 points in the first quarter, then 22, and then 19. Minnesota didn't really have to do much. They were never threatened. Dallas 0-3, Minnesota 3-0. But yeah, this was a bad game. Let me know your thoughts on this game. Let me know your thoughts on Paige Beckers, and have you been noticing the same thing? The special treatment, the way the league doesn't. I mean, she's played the Wings twice. They played the Storm. But Skylar Diggins was not as aggressive on her like she was on Caitlin Clark that first year. And it's noticeable. But let me know your thoughts. Leave your comments below, and until next time, peace.
Welcome to the dub. Welcome to the dub. Welcome to the dub. Welcome to the dub. The WNBA.